The league stages of the ICC T20 World Cup are coming to an end. From 19th onwards, you're going to have the Super 8. Yet another extension of the group stage with lesser teams at this point. In each of the, if you saw in the starting of the T20 World Cup, you had a total of 20 teams. Now it will boil down to 8. Now, what is the format of the Super 8? And for many people who have not understood, why are the seedings in place? A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2, D1, D2. Why are those seedings in place? And another misconception, if a team finishes on top of the table, will the seeding change? All these queries will be answered in this video that you're going to see. So, simple format of the Super 8, how did it all happen? Top 2 from each group qualified. Then they will be divided into 2 groups of 4. And the top 2 in that group make it to the semi-final. So basically in one group you have India, Australia, Afghanistan and whoever from Bangladesh and Netherlands. In the other group you have West Indies, England, South Africa and USA. The top 2 from those groups, one will face 4, 2 will face 3 in the semi-finals, which will be held in Trinidad and in Guyana. Now, why on earth starting of the tournament, before the start of the tournament, you had A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2, D1, D2. Basically, all the 8 teams that were there, they were according to the rankings in a very fickle way. But the main reason behind why the seeding was introduced by the ICC, they introduced the seeding system to make logistics easier for fans. They have gone an extra mile to ensure the fans don't have to have any difficulty in planning. Their team knows where they will be playing and what are the venues. So simply put, 4-5 months prior to the tournament, they had organized the seedings. India were going to be A1. And that is the reason why fans could plan their travel, booking, accommodation, everything in advance. That is the simple reason to make fans' logistics easier. Spots had been allotted before ICC World T20 began. As I had mentioned, 4-5 months prior, you knew the schedule, what it was. A1 was India, A2 was Pakistan, B1 was England, B2 was Australia. But why the seeding? Simple for that reason. Fans. Now, what was the benefit in giving the seedings? Teams knew where the Super 8 fixtures were in advance. So, every seeded team could tailor their squads for the latter half of the tournament. Those are the 2 reasons that has been given. Why the seedings were happened, A1, A2, B1, B2, it was borderline random. C1, C2, D1, D2. Everything was based on the rankings in one part, then randomness and also because the fan appeal of the teams. As simple as you can get. Australia are B2, England are B1, but that made sense. B1, England are the champions. So that's why looking at the qualification, England will still remain B1 because they finished second. That is the next question that I'm about to answer. Now, how could Afghanistan become C1? And how can Bangladesh or Netherlands become D2? That is the other misconception that you're getting. And why USA is A2? Simply put, whatever were the seedings that were decided prior to the tournament, Pakistan was A2, New Zealand was C1. Now, New Zealand got knocked out. Who came in their place? Afghanistan. West Indies already qualified. So that is why C1 was eliminated. So Afghanistan will become C1. As the unseeded team, they will become C1. West Indies will become C2. So A2, Pakistan, they got eliminated by whom? USA. So USA will be A2. That is how the seeding system works in the ICC World T20. Simple. Whichever team got knocked out, the other team that qualified, they will be that team. If you finish on top of the table, West Indies will finish top of the table. Will they become C1? No. They will still be C2. That's the logistics behind it. Finish higher, seeding change, the one misconception that is there, absolutely not. the seeding does not change where you finish in the points table. If you finish second in the points table and if you're A1, you will remain A1. Topping the group does not change seeding. Teams will play in the venue according to the schedule and the seeding. So that is why India versus New Zealand, what was originally supposed to be in Barbados, it will be India versus Afghanistan. D2, Sri Lanka are eliminated, so that is why one of Bangladesh or Netherlands will make it. So India will face either Bangladesh or Netherlands in Antigua. A1, B2 was already determined, so it is India, Australia on June 24th at Beausejour, St. Lucia. So one hopes that all the format that is there at this point in time, it is all cleared. 2 teams from each group make it. They are divided into 4 teams in 2 groups. Top 2 of each group make it to the semis. Seedings predetermined already 4-5 months prior, only for fans' logistics, and wherever you finish in the points table, it doesn't change the seeding. Whichever team gets knocked out, that team enters, they will become that particular seed. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. Bye-bye.